One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Malone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cyclones offense will get the ball first. Motion from the wideout. Quickly to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Terry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
With the catch, it's Terry. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
So Arizona's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Finding open areas. Spins away from the defense. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
All right. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Immediately fires to the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, though.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Handoff to the lone back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Anderson wants to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Owen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Shakes off the defender. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David, and you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Terry. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Fires to the right. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds a tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Terry. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Snap from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Cyclones! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Anderson will throw. Under fire. He's going to run it. Got the first down himself. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Arizona in a hurry. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man on the right. Off to the races. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona!
Man, this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? In just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Finds his man. It's Malone. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Release to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Malone. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the ground with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That's caught. It's Owen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Anderson wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's small. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Arizona runs out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried. Guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Iowa State. They take the lead with the 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Hand off from the shotgun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Punt is on its way. Corrals it at the 45. Hits him with a stiff arm. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Terry. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now they'll run the draw. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Anderson will throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Motion from the back. trying to get the corner. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Arizona right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're undeterred.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Bringing it back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Quick release by the QB. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo.
Breaks into the open. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Making side adjustments here. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. The throw. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Anderson wants to throw. Got his man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
QB spikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? These corners going to give these receivers some space. Got a man. It's small.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's an Arizona.
Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
Stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Anderson will throw. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because